velocity of money. So they'll change interest rates. So they have two levers, the Fed. I've talked about this before, but it's good context for anybody listening in. They can either raise or lower interest rates, and they can print or reduce M2 money supply. Like, that's what the Fed does. And now they're moving the monetary policy and the issuance of the currency back to the Treasury, which is very interesting because that hasn't happened in a long, long time. But they should be working in correlation. You had Janet Yellen over there, kind of navigating that for a while. We've now got U.S. dollars with Trump's name on them. Very weird. That's never happened. A living president has never been on a currency that we've distributed, nor their name. So pretty cool. I don't know how many they're making of those, but that might be something to pick up. Not financial advice, and that's probably a good time for my disclaimer. Nothing here is financial advice, only for entertainment and educational purposes. You should always consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions, and any opinions I share here are my opinions, and they are not the opinions of Digital Ascension Group or DAG or any of its subsidiaries. So, all that being said, if Warsh wants to lower interest rates, if we do that, the spread on our bonds doesn't become as advantageous now that the bonds in Japan are significantly higher priced. They pay more in interest than they ever have in the past 30 years. So people, foreign holders of U.S. Treasuries want a higher return in order to hold our debt over their own. If that's no longer the place, they will just hold their own debt. They'll sell our treasuries. So that's why we haven't lowered interest rates. We've held our interest rates where they're at, because if we lower aggressively like we need to, it would also cause a cascade and an unwind of the carry trade, and everybody would pull their leverage out of the market and rush to pay back those bonds as those sold off, and all of that happens. So, the normal ways that all this would work don't work in this world. The piece that's missing, there's two pieces that make up inflation. You have the amount of money that's in an economy, which is M2 money supply, and then you have the velocity of money that's moving across, how many times that dollar is exchanging hands across an economy. With instant settlement and smart contracts and blockchain infrastructure or distributed ledger technology, that's what would unlock real-time settlement, and that would significantly increase the velocity of money. So if you were to do that, then you could reduce M2 money supply while also lowering interest rates. But they need a mechanism to drive demand for bonds and the purchase of those here in the U.S. In the past they've done wartime bonds and other things to incentivize the public to do it. With the stablecoin issuance and the banks doing that at scale, they will be the buyers of those bonds as they flow back here. And that will stabilize the bond market. And we'll be able to pull ourselves out